All right. Well, as you guys have seen on my voice thread, my name's Eric. And since I looked on a lot of the posts and couldn't see if anyone had put on a YouTube video, I figured I would give it a shot. So this is my first YouTube video. Um, but I just wanted to make a couple of comments regarding one, the TED Talks videos, and then two, the readings that we had for this week. Um, in particular, on the TED Talks videos, I was really interested in the way he took the approach of letting the kids discover on their own learning. I thought that being able to put it in a slum as he did, with with no prior knowledge of anyone in the slum knowing about it, hooking it up to the internet and letting the kids discover on their own, um, was invaluable for not only the kids in that community, but it also helped to teach them, as he indicated in the I think it was the biophysics or the bioengineering portion of trying to teach these kids, if they knew anything about it. I thought that was really interesting. That although they didn't understand the language, um, they in a sense taught each other some of the basics that they would need to know. Um, and again, this is coming from the standpoint of kids not having any prior English background, um, in addition to of bioengineering. So I thought that was really interesting. And then also, kind of how he talked about how there could be maybe one kid at the computer and then surrounded by three or four who were, in essence, giving that one instruction, which is also backed up by roughly 16 others who are also maybe incorrectly giving the instruction, but also doing that as well. Um, in terms of the readings, I thought there was a lot of really good information in the readings this week, just about audio, video tools that we can use in the classroom. Um, some of the ideas that I thought about would be useful would be just being able to, um, if you're wrapping up a lesson, for example, on whatever the subject is, being able to put additional thoughts thereafter for the kids to go to over the weekends in a podcast, and then maybe having it linked up to a wiki for the kids to post their thoughts to later on in the weekend. You can even form it as an extra credit project as well. Um, and as I put in some of my writing, it's been my experience, at least in the classroom, that some of my ELLs will take extended time away from the classroom when it comes time to go over, a winter break or a spring break. And I think another benefit of using audio video aids and stuff in the classroom is that if you have a student who does happen to leave, for maybe 2 or 3 days in addition to the spring break or the fall break or winter break that he or she takes, they can access that from anywhere in the world, and they're able to go to that video, and see, if you're able to post those lessons in the classroom on a daily basis, they can go to that classroom, whether it be a blog or a homepage, and they can view the classes that's going on as it's happening for that day. And then again, I think being able to post it to a wiki or some kind of Google Doc would be beneficial for the kids as well, because then they can kind of interject their thoughts as they watch the lesson. Um, I don't really know how it would work in terms of if, for example, I was out of the classroom for the day. Say I had a lot of professional development classes that I would go to, being able to do that from a remote location. But I think that's something that could be kind of toyed with. I think it could be a great benefit, if for example, you have to be away from your classroom for an extended period of time. Um, I think those are probably some of the key features in there. Um, Again, I thought the idea of being able to use it for the kids' own self-discovery would be great. I think that using tools like Wiki and stuff like that would be really good in partnership with some of these audio video podcasts that we have. Um, I don't think that it limits what the kid's able to do, um, from the perspective of watching the videos, but I definitely think being able to have that second language domain factored into what they're seeing, could be an added perk to their language learning. So, if you guys want to interject your thoughts, I certainly recommend you do. Um, this has been the first, like I said, this is my first YouTube video, so I think that um, it's gonna be very raw, very uncut. So, if you guys do have any thoughts, I'd love to hear them. Thanks again for listening. Take care.